Hi friends, welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to start up a little product pan. I product panned a little bit last year in the end of the year, like the last 2 months, and I actually thought that it was a lot of fun. So this year I thought that I would continue to product pan but do it in my own terms. So I have picked out 10 products and I am also, is it 10 products? Yes, but it's only gonna run until March, last of March, and that is because that's the only way I can do it where it's going to be fun. So I have 2 eyeshadow palettes, a new and old one, and then I have a bunch of other products. Some of them aren't necessarily products that I want to finish up, it's just products that I want to get to know, and other products I have neglected, so I want to get some use out of them. But before we hop into the video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like or dislike this video depending on how you liked it, and let's just get started. So the first product I have is my YSL foundation. This is the Touché foundation that I have in the shade B30. The reason why I want to finish this one up is because it's one of my oldest foundations in my collection, and as you can see I have marked it where we're at right now. Now I have kind of moved it around a little bit, but I have had it standing up for about like 2 hours, so I know where to mark it. As you can see, it is too dark for me, and therefore I just want to finish it up. It is a beautiful foundation and I'm sad to see it go, just because, you know, so many of you love the YSL foundation when I include it in Shop My Stashes because of the way I say it and in videos, but I think it's time to see it go. I don't think I'll be able to finish it up, so don't worry about that, but I do want to get it a little bit further down, so I am really excited about that. So this is the first little product that I wanted to include today. I wanted to include a graveyard product, which is basically a product that I've had in another Shop My Stash, a product pan I mean, and that is the one that I had in my last product pan, which is the Fenty gloss. This is in the shade Taffy Tease. I was so close finishing this little boy up, but I didn't succeed, and this time I will. As you can see, I have maybe like 3 uses left, so I will finish it by next time. I will try to do an update as well in the middle, maybe in a month or so, a month and a half. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, and this product I will have finished by then. I did also want to include a concealer because my concealers are getting out of hand and I really want to finish some of my older ones up. So I included the Beautyblender one. There's no surprise that I loved this when I got it, and it was actually one of my favorites, but the thing is that it has started to like, in the beginning, not in the beginning, but when I had it for about 6 months, I thought that it was going bad because since the product is whipped, I could actually pour some of the liquid out of this container, so the product kind of separated, but that hasn't happened ever since. So I don't know what it is. I have whipped it together just because obviously I don't want it to go bad. It smells great. So today it's nothing wrong with the product, but I do want to finish it up. You can see, let me fix the light a little bit. I had it way too bright, I'm so sorry. You can see right here that I have started to scrape it out. My goal is to take out the stopper, and obviously I want to finish it, but if I can't do it by that time, it's okay, but I think I'll be able to do it actually. I really think I will. I have the shade 2.5 Nude. Cheers, mate. I did also include a blush because I tried to include a product in each and every category. This I'm not expecting to finish at all because that would be bonkers, but I do want to get some extra use out of it, and that is my blush from Milk. This is in the shade Rally, which is my favorite. The thing with all of my Milk makeup blushes is that I have stopped using them. I don't use them I don't use them enough, so I really want to be kind to myself and incorporate a shade that I love, which is this one. This is my perfect shade, but for whatever reason I just tend to look past it and never pick it when it comes to my Shop My Stashes and so I really want to get some extra use out of this one. I did take a picture just so you can see how much I have left. Again, I don't expect to do wonders with this product. I don't expect to get so far down, but I am expecting to at least incorporate it into 60% of my looks. For powder, I was thinking a little bit, and I think I could have chosen my Fenty one. I could have chosen so many older ones, but I wanted to get to know this a little bit more. So I actually included the Pat McGrath. I'm so sorry, my hair. Like, I have a fan on that it's standing right here just because I'm still a little bit sick and I get super hot with all of these lights. So I needed to be able to film, and I hope that that is okay. But I included my Pat McGrath blurring powder. I have the shade Light, which is just, whoops, it just looks like this. It's just white. It's translucent, and it feels like a hyaluronic acid powder. It's really smooth under my eyes, but I don't know that I actually love it, because sometimes I feel like it can make me look very dry. So I just want to get to know it a little bit more. I want to incorporate it a little bit more and just use it to set my under eyes, because I do think that there is a very nice blurring effect. I did take some pictures just so you could see what it looks like. I included a cream eyeshadow, and here my goal isn't to use it every single day. It's just to use it maybe 10-20 times or so. I included my Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadow in the shade Oyster Pearl. I adore this shade. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I can see myself use this on a day-to-day basis. I can see myself use it just to get a little bit of that. You know, some days when I don't want to do a ton of makeup, like today, I didn't feel like doing something super creative on my eyes, and this one would work perfectly for that. I could just put this on, and here you go. By the way, if you like this look, I did record it for Instagram. It's nothing special. It's just a little liner and so red lips. I actually saw it on Eleanor Neal's channel. She had this kind of look, so I took inspiration from it because that woman is so beautiful. But here is the shade, and again, I'm not expecting to hit pan in this. I'm not expecting to anything. I just want to get some extra use out of it, so I am really looking forward to it. I of course had to include a bronzer, and here I was thinking a little bit, because I was thinking, do I want to include a bronzer that has a pan in it or no? And I decided to not take any of the bronzers that I actually have a pan in. Instead, I wanted to work on a powder or a bronzer that has been used by me, but it hasn't gotten that much usage. Like, you can't see that I've used it that much. So I included one of my favorite bronzers, which is the Nars matte bronzer in the shade Vallarta. This one is so stiff. Like, the product is really tightly pressed, and you don't get any kick up, which is why you can't really see that it is that used. And I just wanted to see, because I was curious, like, what can I do in 2.5 to 3 months? What can I do? And I am really excited to see where I'll go. I am wearing it, no, I'm not wearing it today, but it is this beautiful bronzer, and I know that I can use this on a day-to-day. I just swatched it right there. I can use it on a day-to-day. I can use it when I want to be glam. I can use it when I want to go to work. So this one is going to be super easy for me to incorporate into my looks. So the last product before we hop into eyeshadows is an highlight, and this highlight, again, I could take a highlight that I had a pan in, or I could take a highlight that I just wanted to get some extra use out of. Damn, this hair. Sorry. And I decided to just take products that I want to get a little bit more usage out of that doesn't have that much usage. Damn, I can't talk today. I included my Kaleidos Ray Rider highlight. This one is stunning. I even have a backup of it, not because I purchased it, but because I got it in PR. It is this beautiful, it's a little bit champagne-y, peachy highlight. So I just swatched it out right here. This one is really beautiful, and it is one of those highlights that you can amp up and then also tone down. So I know it's gonna be perfect for me. I know I keep saying this, but when I go to work and also when I wanna be a little bit more amped up. So yeah, hopefully I'll end up hitting some sort of pan in it. If I don't, that's totally fine. They aren't that deep actually, so I think I'll be able to hit pan, but if I won't, at least I'll get some usage out of it. Let's take our newer palette. I included one that I ranked in my 2021 ranking, my eyeshadow palettes. This one actually ranked at number 2. So do you remember which palette that is? That is, of course, my Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette. I just adore this one so much. But one thing that drives me a little bit insane is that I have used this so much, and in a lot of the shades, you can't really tell that I've even like dug my brush in there. Okay, some shades I haven't used too much, like for instance, the red, this one. It's not that I don't like them, it's just, you know, I tend to go for my everyday perfect shadows. But I wanted to take a crease color and just see if I can hit pan in it. And I took the shade Hypnotic. I felt like this shade could be used for most looks, maybe not with like the shade Oyster Pearl, but it's gonna be perfect for like an everyday look. Here you have it. It is, I don't know how to describe it, but here you have it. It is a little bit of those like caramelly, hazelnutty shades. I think that this could work with like pink looks, but it can also work with you know, warm tone look. So I'm really excited to see if I can hit pan in a couple of months, and if I cannot, that's totally fine. But also it's gonna make me reach for this palette a little bit more. And then the final product that I have is an old eyeshadow palette. I wanted to include an older palette just because I feel like I overlook them sometimes, and even though this palette has a ton of pans in it, I wanted to include it anyway because I have kind of missed it a little bit, so I thought that it would be fun to just include it. And that is my Norvina palette from ABH. So this is the OG one, and as you can see, I have a ton of pans in this one. I have used this one so much. This used to be my everyday palette. It's not anymore, but I do want to get some usage out of it. And the shade that I am going to focus on is this purple one. It's called Celestial. I wanted to hit pan in it. So, oh, sorry. Here you have it. It's just a beautiful purple shade, but I also want to work on some of the other shades in here, like for instance, this one that is called Wild Child, Dreamer, and just use them and see what I can do with them. But I am mostly gonna focus on Celestial, and then if I end up reaching for the other shades, I'm just gonna see it as like a bonus. But that is everything that I had to show you guys today. Let me know if you are doing any product pans. I would love to know, but then also, because maybe I can look into them, see if it's something for me, maybe another project that I want to dive into. I don't know, but just let me know. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you didn't like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!